doing today? Let's get it a little bit. Well, we'll see how this goes. Yeah. Nice to see ya. There we go. Ezra, welcome to Science Tuesday. How awesome is that logo? Come on. Thank you, Dan. Oh. Choose me, but don't forsake me. Pick me up, but please don't break me. Leaves they blow like ashes, yeah. And our lives they burn like flashes, yeah. They may never flow and mystify, and I won't glow like a burned Montana sky, but that we try. Stuck my toe on a sandy beach. I see things at a reach. Sometimes I crawl and cram, yeah. Always will be where I am, yeah. I'm slow through a cherry rhubarb. Like a burnt Montana sky, but that we try. Gonna build it up on sacred ground. Here I go. Here I go. Sacred ground till I go. Sometimes when I turn the station, it leads to my elation. Sometimes when I stay put, things turn out just as good. Yeah. And I may never grow to catch your eye, and I won't grow like a burned Montana sky, but that we try. We try. Try, and then I will, I will, I will, I will now. So. are y'all doing today? You know, I have been feeling off today. I have been feeling like off. Hard to think straight. A little bit of a headache. We are staying in this tiny little cabin, right, in the desert. And, you know, I give Allie the main room. There's only one real little room. There's a tiny little bedroom, and I've been working, and when I can't get outside, if it's too cold or it's raining, I work from the bedroom throughout the day, and which I don't mind. It's snuggly, but man, throughout the day, I kept feeling like, God, I should be going back to bed or something. I feel terrible, and I looked over before the gathering series, and I saw my cup of coffee untouched. I don't know how I forgot that. I never forget. But it sure does explain. So then I am forced with the delicate proposition of drinking a coffee at 4 o'clock with y'all gatherers. It's 4 o'clock my time, you East Coasters. Remember, I'm a couple hours behind you. Or starting cocktail hour, like I usually do with you. And it used to be that I could drink a cup of coffee at 10 p.m. at night and be fine to sleep. When it was time to sleep, my body would just shut down. I don't know if this is going to mess me up. This could mess me up. This could mean, right, this could really mean that I do not sleep very well tonight. But I got to be on point for Science Tuesday. We're going to be tested in all sorts of ways, people. You know what I'm saying? All right. I know, it's a little... I didn't drink coffee in my younger adult days. And it is a little bit scary to realize how much of a difference that makes, right? How addicted I am to that stuff. Probably not a good practice. But God, it feels good when you drink it, doesn't it? Sorry, gatherers. It's a rocky start all around. It's just a rocky start. It's a little bit better. Sorry about that. Never talk about money. Words overrated, but we keep in touch, yeah, on the physical side. No, it's gonna get complicated, so we'll say goodbye. You're the best that I've had. Yeah, you're better than that. You're the best that I've had. Yeah, you're better than both lying in I've confiscated, and wish I could feel more. You're the best that I've had. Yeah, you're better than that. You're the best that I've had. Yeah, you're better than better than a storyline, better than a rainy day, better than a nervous time, better than these words I say. You're the best that I've had. Yeah, you're better than that. You're the best that I've had. Yeah, you're better than that. You're the best that I've had. Yeah, you're better than that. Okay. Whew. It's not good coffee either. I'm in charge of making the coffee in the mornings, and it's not good coffee. I'm not. I make coffee like I approach carpentry, with a firm belief that measuring should not be involved whatsoever. Let the chips fall where they may, I say. It doesn't taste very good usually. If Allie was in charge of the coffee, it would be a lot better. But it brings me so much joy to get up when because usually Allie's meetings will start before any kind of meeting that I have to be on, because she's on East Coast time, right? And they can start their meetings at 8 in the morning. So but I get up when Allie gets up, because there are beautiful sunrises here, and because I like getting out of bed and making coffee for my baby, even if it tastes like shit. Parties and lights. Yeah. I'm gonna buy me a plot of land out in the desert. Yeah. Raise a pig, cook it up nice. And he goes, you and me, baby. Let's slow the engine down. You and me. Let's go this down. Hey. So. Yeah. I'm gonna buy me a van with the biodiesel. stove in the back. I'm gonna find me a little town out on a prairie. Hang out with people that the news don't track. Nah, I'll go back. You and me, baby. Let's slow the angel down. You and me, baby. Let's get into this town. Hey, hey. Ooh, yeah. You and me, baby. You and me, baby. Let's get out of there. Let's get out of this town. You and me, babe. You and me, baby. Let's get down to there. Let's get out of this town. Yeah, baby. You and me, babe. You and me, baby. Let's get down to there. Let's get out of this town. Yeah, baby. You and me, baby. Let's slow the engine down. You and me, baby. Let's get out of this town. You and me, baby. Let's slow the engine down. You and me, baby. Let's get out of this town. Woo. Whew. Okay. What do you think? One more and we'll have our friend Corinna come on board? Okay. Some science, some music. You're sweet like a melon, yeah, sly like a felon. I've been watching you dance all night. This party's slowing, so how about going on a walk with me outside? The stars are out, it's a perfect sky. Whatever you only tonight, whatever you never see the sunrise. I don't wait for my time. Can't wait to stop this wrong round. Let your hair fall down. Let your hair fall down. I'm a whiskey drinker, yeah, a late night thinker. I've been water to feed. What if we never see the sunrise? I don't want to wait for the right time for you and me to stop this morning ride. Let your hair fall down. Let your hair fall down. And I may not look like most my tether rings in such you're dressed in white. And I may not run in your pack, but I will get your back. What if we only had the night? What if we never see the sunrise? I don't want to wait for the right time. You and me to stop this run around. What if we only had a night? What if we never see the sunrise? I don't want to wait for that time. You and me to stop this run around. Let your hair fall down. 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 Let it fall down. Oh my gosh, my phone is blowing up. I didn't tell it to shut up before I started today. Okay, what do you think? Should we give Corinna a call and see what happens? I think so. Thank you for the claps. You know, thank you for the claps, and thank you for, even after 320 nights, still enjoying my music and my company. That is an amazing thing. I know I say that all the time. I should shut up about it already, but it's pretty cool. All right. Okay, here we go. Let's call Corinna. Here we go. Woo! It's happening. There she is.
Hello there.
Oh, hi. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
I'm good. Did you see your new logo?
I did. I love it. Thank you, Dan.
Yeah, it is pretty amazing. And I'm just going to make it big for a second. I don't know. You can just see, you're just watching this on Skype, but I'm going to make this really big so everybody can appreciate Dan's artistry for a second. Isn't that not cool? We're becoming, Corinna, we're becoming a pretty tight ship around here. I'm telling you, like Google does this kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
You are very organized, Adam.
We are very much like Google, is what I'm trying to tell you. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I hear you've had a headache all day from lack of caffeine.
Yeah, what am I thinking? And how sad is that? Do you get headaches when you don't drink coffee? I can't remember.
No, but I had 3 cups of coffee this morning.
I don't think you're, from my memory on tour, back in the old days when we used to actually tour together, you would drink coffee, I feel like, most mornings, but not like I would drink coffee. I mean, I would drink a lot of coffee.
I haven't been dependent on it since college. It scared me a little bit. So these days I can take it or leave it, but I enjoy it.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. I really
Yeah.
enjoy it. How do you forget to drink your coffee? Is the real question. How do you just forget to
Oh,
drink your
you
coffee?
needed coffee.
What? Yeah, I needed the coffee to help me realize
Yeah.
what was
That
missing.
you needed coffee. Yeah.
That's bad off. You know you're bad off. What you been up to this last week? You weren't with us last week, right? You did a remote Science Tuesday, which I
That's
thought was
right.
pretty
I was
awesome.
off in the woods last week. It was nice.
Did you watch your episode afterwards so you could see all the
I didn't
gatherers?
watch it, but I scanned through the comments, and it was nice to see all the comments from the gatherers.
It's pretty cool. Tell the gatherers what you did. You went off grid. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I found a little COVID-safe hut that I could rent for a few days out in the woods in western Massachusetts, and took some groceries out there, went hiking every day, and just kind of got out of town for a few days. It felt really nice. I
Whoa.
miss traveling, and I'm sure there are many, many things all of us miss that we can't do. So I felt really lucky that I was able to sort of travel. It was like an hour and a half from home, but it felt like something.
That's special though. That's special,
Yeah.
and it was a cute little cozy place to
Yep.
hang your hat
Yep.
for a little while. That's good. That's good. It's funny. We were talking about that when my brother Art and my buddy Sammy, my friend Callie came out to visit out here. We were just talking how that would never happen. That crazy road. They wouldn't. Art spent like 2 weeks on the road. He was working from home, so he just figured out how to work from wherever he was working, and he had this crazy adventure that he never would have had if his whole life hadn't, been COVIDed. So yeah, yeah, yeah. It's hard. I talk about this a lot. It's hard to bring up positive things over this last year because so much of it has been just so bad, and it's almost makes me feel guilty to think about the things that brought me joy. Like, too many people died.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be feeling any joy about anything, but we all have to put one foot forward and try and find some happiness here and there. And
Yeah.
there have been some pretty nice things that we've gotten to do. Even you and I, when we were out on the road, getting to actually play for some people in the midst of a pandemic. That was amazing.
I was grateful for it. I'll be grateful for it again this year. I'm excited for it.
Well, you missed. So I had a long call today with our booking agent, and there are lots of plans in the works. There are lots of plans. We don't know if we're going to have to cancel all those plans, but there are a lot of plans happening, actually, and it makes me so excited just to hear. I mean, they were just talking about, this summer, if things get safe enough. They're talking about us doing a tour through the Midwest, out to Wisconsin and Chicago, Michigan and Ohio, and I miss traveling to all those places. I miss that when you're playing clubs the size that we're playing right now, that each city has its own little personality, doesn't it?
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll love that.
And it's pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah. Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
CSPF Hall?
Cedar Rapids. Yeah, that's it. That's the one. I mean, there are these places, gatherers, and I never knew this growing up. To me, a concert was a place like a big fancy concert with thousands of people, and that's what a concert was, right? Like, I just didn't have an awareness for small clubs Didn't even know it was really a thing, you know? And now that we've become a band that is playing in small clubs, there are little gems all over the country. Little gems, little pockets. They're in warehouses, they're in little theaters, sometimes they're in tiny little hole in the wall spots, and they are created and maintained by a community of people. Nobody's making money. They love the music, and so they keep these places open, and bands like us come into town, and it is like a big giant hug of like music love that we walk into, and we get to play nice. Cedar Rapids, Iowa is one of those places.
Do you remember our show there? I guess it was a year and a half ago now, and it monsooned that day.
God, I don't know if I remember what happened. Just
it rained so hard that the streets were flooding. It was like flash flood conditions, and we still had a full theater of people. You could hear the rain from inside the venue during the show.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah. Yep. Who would have guessed? I mean, a couple years ago, it would have been crazy to think that we would have people all the way out in Iowa that was listening to our music, and I mean, I'm just blown away every single night by all of our gatherers all over the world right now. It's gonna be pretty cool when we can like actually get out and play for human beings again. I wonder.
Guys out there.
Yeah, right? It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be really cool. Okay, enough of this messing around. Give us some science.
Want some science?
I want science.
Okay, I think you might know this one this week, and I think a lot of gatherers might, but I still think it is cool as cool can be. I almost swore on a live gathering. It's very cool.
I swear on gatherings sometimes.
No, you don't.
I do every once in a while. One slips out, yes.
So I thought this week we would talk about the star Beetlejuice in the Orion Constellation. Yeah. So some of you might remember it was in the news a whole bunch last year. I guess it was end of 2019. It was dimming dramatically. Astronomers were speculating about whether it was going to become a supernova imminently or what was happening. Well, it did not become a supernova. So this week's science question is, what did happen to Beetlejuice? And also, what will happen when it does go supernova at some point in the future?
Okay.
There's your science question.
Ooh.
Let it rip.
I feel like I was just reading about Beetlejuice a little bit. Damn. All right. Well, for those of you who have not been to a Science Tuesday, this is how it works. You've gotten your science question from Corinna, and as you mull it over and think about your answer, this is the best part. Corinna, do you have something prepared to play for us?
Prepared is generous, but yeah, I'm going to try a new one for you again tonight.
I want to apologize to the gatherers. Last time you were on, if you don't, I know you remember because I asked you about it today. We were gonna do a duet that I was gonna record, and I have dropped the ball. We did pick out a great song to do for you gatherers, by the way. One that we have yet to do on the Gathering series, and so probably either today or tomorrow I'm going to record it and have it ready for next week. Famous last words. What are you playing for us?
I'm going to play a tune for you guys that is old. It's public domain, and it's disputed who actually wrote this song. But it was first published in a magazine in Philadelphia in the 1850s. So it's been around for a while. And it's called Her Bright Smile Haunts Me Still. It's probably Irish, but nobody really knows.
All right. Do it.
All right. to forget, but the struggle was in vain. For her voice lives on breeze, her spirit comes at will. In the midnight on the seas, her bright smile haunts me still. In the midnight on the seas, her bright smile haunts me still. I have seen the skies, I have driven the deserts past, I have seen the storm arise, like a giant in his wrath. Every danger I've known, that reckless heart can feel, though her presence is now flown, her bright smile haunts me still, though her presence is now flown, her bright smile haunts me still. At first, sweet dawn of light, as I gaze upon the deep, their form still greets my sight, while the stars their vigils keep. When I close my aching eyes, sweet dreams my memories fill, and from sleep when I rise, her bright smile haunts me still, and from sleep when I rise, her bright smile haunts me still.
You! Oh, I love that one. You said it's disputed who wrote it?
Yeah, it's been around at least since the 1850s, but maybe longer.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. You know, we this gathering, so we may have to do some of these songs once we get back out on the road.
Okay.
You've been finding some little gems. It's been nice. I had to run out in the beginning of your song because I ran out of coffee and I needed beer. So I switched. I did not see a lot. I don't think our gatherers are very good at science, is what I think, actually.
That is incorrect. I've been seeing the comments.
You have? Did you see any right answers?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, well, all right.
These gatherers know science.
They know science more than I know science. I'll tell you that much.
So any hypotheses from you before I get into it?
Oh, gosh. What I was wondering, and I can't remember. I don't think this was this, but I was wondering. I think I'm confusing this with another star, but I was wondering if Beetlejuice is not just there is a star, Beetlejuice, but you're actually it's more than one star that we're looking at when we see the belt. Not that one, right? I can tell by your face. You are like,
Well, you said that there's more than one star in Orion's belt.
No, I meant like when you're looking at the point is like more than one star, but it's not.
One star.
One star. I got nothing. It dimmed, and we don't know why. Or we do know why. I don't know why.
You don't know why.
And some of our gatherers do know why, is what you're saying.
Yes.
So. All right.
Okay. So Beetlejuice is one star, but it's a red supergiant, which means it's a really, really massive star. It's at the end of its life cycle now, It's about 10,000 times more luminous than our sun.
Mm.
Um, that's really bright, and about 640 light years away.
Mm.
So when a star that size starts to die, it'll burn through all of its hydrogen first, and then it starts to burn through heavier elements, and it fuses heavier and heavier and heavier elements. And at the end, it will explode in what's called a supernova. That's not what was happening with Beetlejuice. What it actually was doing was called a traumatic outburst, which felt very COVID appropriate. I have those all the time. I don't know about you.
We all have our moments. Yes.
Of traumatic outbursts.
Yes.
Yeah. It's basically, for that star, it's just a giant solar flare. And then the gas that it expelled became a cloud that was in front of the star that was obstructing some of the starlight from reaching us.
Wow.
So that is what happened. And I saw a bunch of gatherers say it was a cloud of gas, it was a cloud of dust, something along those lines. It was a traumatic outburst, which I think is a great COVID phrase to have ready to go.
COVID phrase.
When it does eventually go supernova, which could be any time from tomorrow to the next 100,000 years, we're not sure when, it means that it's burned through all of its heavier elements up until it starts to fuse silicon into iron. At that point, this is super interesting, it cannot fuse iron because it actually loses energy. It costs more energy than what it would gain from the fusion. So then, the whole star, 700 times the size of our sun, will all collapse really, really fast, almost at the speed of light, and that creates a shock wave. That's what we witness as a supernova. So the shock wave is so energetic that we'll be able to see it with our naked eye during the daytime when it happens. It will be the brightest object in the sky besides our own sun or moon. Yeah, crazy. I got a little bonus Science Tuesday.
Whoa, bonus! Yes, please.
Which is that? So if you know that all of these elements lighter than iron are fused in the core of a star, all of the elements heavier than iron all come from a supernova. So if you have a cast iron pan in your house, that iron in that pan literally came from a dying star. That exact iron. The gold in your wedding ring, that came from a supernova explosion long before our own solar system was created. How cool is that?
That is a little hard to fathom. It's hard. Hard.
Yeah.
To wrap the brain around, isn't it?
The iron in our blood. We are star killers.
God. That's what we should have named the band.
Star Killers. I think we played the wrong style of music for that name.
The Star Killers. I like that. Let's write that song.
Yeah. Okay.
That could be a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this was fun. Thanks for hanging with us again.
Aw, I missed you guys.
Everybody is psyched to see you, as you can see by their comments. Always, they're psyched to see you even when you're not here. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. We got a good group of people surrounding us, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Very grateful for all you gatherers.
Thanks for joining us today. And we will see you next week, all right, Corinna?
Sounds good.
Whoop, whoop.
See you later.
There we go. It's nice to have friends, isn't it? We are surrounded by a lot of good people. And it is a pretty cool thing. And she is certainly one of them. For those of you new to the Gathering series today, you should know she's not a banjo player. She's a fiddle player. And she's smoking on that fiddle. And she's not too bad at the banjo these days either. But it is, if you get to see her play with us live, you will appreciate how talented she is. It is pretty cool that I get to be in a band with some pretty crazy talented human beings. And soon enough, we're going to be coming back out on the road. And by the way, I had a conversation with our agency today, and they're starting to set up shows all over the country. They have, by the way, been doing this again and again and again and rescheduling the tour again and again and again in the hopes that things become safe enough for us to tour again. Sooner or later, one of their rescheduled tours is actually going to be able to happen because we'll have overcome this pandemic that we are fighting to survive right now, and it will be safe once again. Man, if that happens and we can actually get out on the road this summer and start to play clubs and theaters and festivals again, I'm gonna be so just be so excited. But that's when they're thinking that we might hit the road, and that may change, but it may not. We may be back out on the road this summer. Now, as some of you may remember, even before the clubs open up, last summer we did almost 50 live gatherings, pop-up, underground, guerrilla concerts that fans, gatherers hosted, literally in their backyards, in parks. We have an incredible army of volunteers, and we set up these live gatherings once it gets a little warmer out, and everybody, you buy tickets. When you buy tickets, you're put into a pod that is socially distanced, and it was such a testament to the power of this community that everybody wore masks, everyone was safe, looked out for one another, everyone was respectful with one another, and we did not have one COVID incident over the course of our entire 50 show tour. So even before this summer happens, even before we start really touring like we used to, we are going to be doing those live gatherings again. And not too long from now, we're going to be announcing the opening of applications again to host gatherings this spring. And no matter where you are, you can apply. It may or may not be safe for us to come to you this spring, but as soon as you apply, you'll be on our list, and sooner or later, it would be amazing to get to everybody. I know that won't be able to happen, but we'll do our damnedest to try, and that goes for you down in Brazil, goes for you out in Germany, over in Australia. Sooner or later, it's going to be safe enough for us to travel to you. And I'm looking forward to that day. far away. Fills up a home like a tiger parade, and she dances on glass. She spins like a clover, and a breath it will pass. Childhood is over, and mother is a giver, father is a healer. She can see across the valley, deep into your soul. She said it's a simple world filled with hearts and triangles, hearts and triangles, dangling on a wire. Wire it pulls from the mountains of reason, spins through the seasons to this house of love and fire. Years on a spindle, little girl cries, learns to be courageous. Big girl flies with so many answers. Who will come to teach her? With such a big protected heart, who will learn to reach her? And mother is a giver, father is a healer. She can see across the valley, deep into your soul. She said it's a simple world filled with hearts and triangles, hearts and triangles, dangling on a wire. Wire it pulls from the mountains of reason, spins through the seasons to this house of love and fire. And the child will know they will always love her. They will always love her. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the wind at her back. May it always blow steady wherever you roam. May it turn when you're ready to carry you home. May it keep you ahead of the rain. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the heavens above. Some say it's a place, God's great design. Some say it's the science of all things combined. May we look up and always feel wonder. Here is to us all that we see. Here's to our hearts and the air that we breathe. Here's to around being good company. Here's to the dream that we share. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to this this time that we have. For these moments pass lightly, won't come again. May our lives all burn brightly, right up to the end. May we live them with joyous abandon. Raise up your glass. Let us drink to the end of the day. Let us drink to the work when the working is through. Let us drink one to me. Let us drink one to you. Let us drink one to those who are with us. Here is to us. And all that we see is to our hearts and the air that we breathe. Here's to around in good company. Here's to the future. Here's to the past. Let us drink one down slow. Let us drink one down fast. Let us drink one as if this night is our last. Here's to the drink that we share. Here's to the drink that we share. Things are getting busy for us these days, and that's good. And it's all gonna get busier and busier leading up to gathering number 365. We have a bunch of stuff planned this week alone. I'm gonna share a new video with y'all tomorrow. On Thursday, our friends and the incredible band Circe are going to visit us at the Gathering series. On Friday, we are going to be releasing All Right Today, our new single. And I cannot wait for y'all to get to hear it. We're going to be doing a special gathering where I'm going to take you into the studio. And we're going to dig deep into the tracks and the making of that song. What actually goes into the songs that we release, in particular that song. I think you might find it fascinating. What's more, I just found this out today, and I hesitate to talk about it because nothing's confirmed yet, but I just sent out an email, and I got an email back, and it made me happy, and I want to share it with you. We are out in the Mojave Desert. This place, for many, many years, and still to this day, in some ways, is famous for being a community of people on the fringe. Let's say that. Over the years, it has been a home for cultists and misanthropes, artists, searchers and wanderers, and it has a very rich history of UFO sightings and strange, unexplained tales. So much so that it has become a part of the culture. Some people embrace it very seriously, and some people just embrace it. And it would be there is a podcast. There is a voice. His name is Ken Lane. The podcast is called The Desert Oracle. I want to recommend, for those of you who feel like enjoying some awesome intriguing weirdness, go check out the Desert Oracle. Start on episode 1 and thank me later. I reached out to the voice of the Desert Oracle today, and I told him about what we do at the gatherings. Told him about you gatherers. And I invited him, while we are still out here, I invited him to come and be a special guest on one of our gatherings. He wrote back today and said that he would love to. So that's going to be a super fun thing that I'm excited about. I don't know when it's going to happen. It may never happen, but as of today, both Ken and I, we got high ambitions to make it happen. So it'll be something very different than he'll be a different guest than we've ever kind of had on the Gathering series. But I love it, and I think you're gonna love it too. Anyways, lots to do. Please stay safe. Keep on looking out for one another. And I'll see you tomorrow.